plaintiff, Nathan Williams, says after dating the defendant for only a few months, he knew he wanted to marry her. Nathan says despite their engagement ending, he still loves the defendant and would marry her today if she would have him. But he's suing her for the cost of the engagement ring. Defendant Margaret Freeney says Nathan is sneaky, conniving, and devious, and he likes to partake in kinky sex. Margaret insists she was never engaged to Nathan, and he simply gave her a ring as a gift. Therefore, she refuses to return it.
All right, give me some background.
Well, Your Honor, I really want to marry the woman right now today. If you would marry us right now on this television show, I would be very happy. But
she has to agree.
yes.
No.
Now, we do forced marriages. Go ahead.
Well, I met Margaret in 2007. We hit it off pretty good. Actually, I was introduced to her by her daughter. You know, we came to my house and we hung out. I was just playing pool. I had a pool table. My nephews and all the family would come over and we just hang out. Well, anyway, I told Margaret in 2007 that I wanted to marry her then. It took about...
How long had you all dated?
At that point, I would say maybe 3-4 months. I loved her spirit, and I wanted to marry her. I just found something in her that I liked it.
Okay. Why so quickly?
Well, she's a God person, for one, and I'm a God person also, and that connection there, you know, just talking about God, period.
Didn't work. Go ahead.
Okay, so after 2007, I hadn't seen her for maybe 4 years.
Because she told you no?
No, it wasn't because of that. Well,
Why did you all stop seeing each other for 4 years?
I had told her that I needed to take some time I needed to take some time to get myself together, and I needed at least, if you can come by 3 days a week to check on me. I had some things that I was going through that I needed to take care of.
You had a health problem?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's not funny. So 4 years later, you all met back up.
Yeah, I was praying for her the whole time, you know.
Praying for her?
Right, praying for her that I get to catch back up with her.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm deeply in love with her. I still love her right now.
All right, good.
So I was in a Kmart with my sons one afternoon, and I heard my name, Nathan.
She said it like that?
Yeah. Yes.
That sounds like somebody from above.
Yeah.
Was it her or was it
It was her.
Oh, it was her.
It was
okay.
her.
All right.
So we exchanged, well, actually, she took my phone number down, and she said, I'll give you a call. So I guess about 3 months,
Nathan.
maybe 2 weeks.
Didn't you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Nathan? Now that day, her mouth didn't move, did it? That definitely came from above, that Nathan. Go ahead, though.
It took maybe about 3 weeks, a month before she actually phoned me. But we met up, you know, at like a Kmart parking lot and talked for a little while. And then we went on our separate ways, went back home. And then I guess maybe end of December, we started communicating a little bit more. She was asking me to come
How'd
back.
that go?
Well, what happened was I asked Margaret to marry me again. And I asked her to marry me in Kmart.
How long ago?
This was this year, 3 months ago. And she said, yeah, we would get married. We had started making arrangements, but she had some issues with her mother. Her mother had got a little sick and she was concerned, which I understood all of that. So I continued to wait and wait and wait. In the process of all that, she asked for me to go see her minister, which happened to be a sheriff for the Alameda County Sheriff Department. I said, no problem. Set it up. I don't have a problem talking to him, you know, so I never got to be able to talk to him. She never did produce the minister for me to talk to him.
Okay.
She wanted me to talk to a couple of her brothers, so I did talk to them. They wanted to find out.
They threatened you?
No.
Oh.
No. They wanted to find out a little bit about me,
Okay.
who I was.
So let's get to the breakup.
I did all that. Well, here it is. After her birthday, I asked her, I said, well, it sounds like to me you have cold feet, you're not ready to do this. So I asked her, I said, well, why don't you just give me my ring back? You know?
Okay, so it was because of cold feet, you believe. And what month was that?
This was in March.
All right, ma'am.
First of all, let me tell you about this man. This man is sneaky, conniving, and devious, and he likes to do kinky sex. So
He likes kinky sex.
And he's lying about us meeting in 07. My dad passed in 07. I met him in 08.
All right.
We was in Kmart's. He bought me a ring.
What year was this?
That was January.
Of
if I'm not
what
mistaken.
year?
2013.
Okay.
We happened to be walking around inside Kmart's. He bought me a ring. And basically, he thought that was going to open up the cookie jar, and then he was going to have some kinky sex. And so when he found out that I didn't believe in kinky sex, then he stopped being around me, and then he was like, I don't even want to deal with you. I didn't want my ring back. And I was like, you don't give no gift and then decide you want it.
Had you all had relations before?
No, well, we dated in 08.
He didn't want kinky sex then.
He didn't say nothing about no kinky sex then, no.
Okay, but in 13 he did.
Yeah, he wanted
He
to
changed.
Yeah, he changed. But then not only that, well, see, he changed, but what happened is I've never been to his house because he was dating a lady at his house where he lived, and she vandalized his car. So he said he didn't want me coming around there because it's unsafe for me.
Mm-hmm.
So he only been in my house one time. And not only that, Your Honor, I got hit by a car on March 6th. He knows nothing about it. So if we so in love and so engaged and all that.
What is it you want to show me? What is it?
I got hit by.
What is this?
I got hit by a car. I was walking across the street, and the lady, she hit me on the side, on my hip.
So
and
what's your point about that? You all were not dating.
Right.
Because you were hit and he doesn't even know.
He don't know nothing about that.
Sir, did you know she was struck by a car?
I knew she had got hit, but not physically.
All right, and this is March 6th, maybe?
Her car got hit, but her person, no.
So he dates a couple of women at the same time. He likes to play head games.
Did he ask you to marry him?
No, he said this is a gift. He said it's a gift.
And when was that?
That was in January when we was inside Kmart. Because I seen.
He asked you immediately? He said, I'm gonna buy, he hadn't seen you in 4 years. Let me understand, because you all are kind of talking in a confusing manner.
Okay.
To say the least.
Okay.
So he sees you in January at Kmart.
No. I seen him in Kmart's the end of September.
You had not seen him for 4 years.
I hadn't seen him since 08.
All right. And you all began dating in September?
No.
Okay. So you didn't begin dating until January when you saw each other again in Kmart.
That's when we saw, yes.
That's your meeting place.
That's the... Pretty much.
Yes, sir. I must say, sir, that is some kinky sex. If you're asking the woman to get down with you at Kmart.
No. I didn't.
Huh? Well, she said that's the only places y'all met.
We met at Kmart, just meeting up. We never had any plans to do anything at Kmart. That's just where we happened to meet each other at over the period of years.
I'm going to leave it alone. Y'all do your thing. Everybody got their own thing. Now, the engagement ring, sir, what did she say?
She said she would give it back.
All right, ma'am, let me hear from you about the ring.
At first, I was kind of upset because he was just going through all this old stuff. I said, you can have it. Then I said, you ain't getting no gift back. So I said I wasn't coming outside because he'd never been in my house but one time in the whole time that since I ran into him. One time.
She said you weren't coming outside.
Yeah, I said, I'm not coming outside.
She said she's in the bed.
Hold on, sir. I told you all, you're kind of talking in a confusing manner. He came to your house and said, can I have my ring back?
No, we was on the phone.
See what I mean by not coming outside? So he's on the phone and he says, can I have my ring back? And you say, I'm not coming outside.
I got it on text.
I'm asking you, is that what happened?
Yeah, I told him I'm not coming outside. It's too late at night.
I mean, he wanted you to bring it to him.
Yeah. He wanted
Sir, did you ask her to bring the ring to you?
I was at her residence when I asked her, yes. I was outside her residence when I called her and asked for the ring
outside
back.
of her door?
Right. No, not outside of her door. I was in my truck.
You said outside. Okay, but outside of her residence in your truck.
Yes.
Okay, and you told her to come outside and bring you your ring.
Right.
Okay, now that does sound more likely, ma'am. And you told him no?
Because he was at home. He wasn't outside.
All right, but at one point you said yes?
Yeah, I said yeah.
And then you changed your mind. Why?
Well, because I was actually upset because he was talking about the stuff, and I said, yeah, whatever. And then I said, I ain't giving you nothing back. You know, how you get a gift? How you gonna give somebody a gift and then you gonna turn around and say, okay, well, I want it back now because you don't want, basically because I didn't want to do the stuff that he wanted me to do.
You can't complete a gift and then say, give it back.
But I never said it was a gift, Your Honor. I said it was a wedding ring. We supposed to get married.
Anyone have it today?
Yes, I would love to have it today.
I said, show it to me. Do you have the ring so I can take a look at it? Did he ever tell you it was an engagement ring?
No. He said it was a gift.
She's lying right now. She's lying.
Okay, anyone have any evidence of what type of ring it was?
Well, the receipt says an engagement ring.
Let's see it. There you go.
Yes.
Now we're talking. Because that's different, ma'am. You do have to return a ring if it was an engagement ring and you don't complete the marriage. An engagement ring is a gift contingent upon marriage. Circle where it says engagement.
And if he says he doesn't want, if he says, I don't want to marry you because you don't want to do what I want to do, that's...
Did he ever propose to you? That never happened. How about when you all first met? 3 months after meeting, did he ask?
No. He's lying. He never...
Okay.
No, because like he said, he met me in
All right,
07.
he never did. Yes, ma'am. You want to speak?
Yes, Your
State
Honor.
your name.
My name is Chloe Wilkinson. I'm her daughter. Not the daughter that introduced him. I'm her youngest daughter.
That's why he called me Miss
You want
P.
to clarify that? Go ahead.
That's why he called me Miss P.
I want to clarify.
What do you want to tell me?
Yes. What I want to say is that when I did, I've never really heard I've never really heard of them talking about, you know, I heard of them talking about an engagement, but I've never really heard of them, you know, we're going to get married and we're going to do this, you know, like.
Who was
he would come
talking
around.
about an engagement?
You know, like I would see him a few times when he would come to the house, but he'll never come in, you know.
No. Let's talk about what you heard regarding an engagement. You
Yeah.
said you did hear discussion of an engagement. Tell me when.
Well, it was about in kind of like April.
Okay, and where were you?
I was outside. We were outside. He
And
was
you
always
heard
outside.
the two of them discuss it?
Yeah, he said it to me. He said it to me.
He said what to you?
He said we're gonna be all right. He said I'm gonna marry your mama. That's what he said.
Okay, he told you.
Yes.
All right, so ma'am, your daughter helps his case. Because your daughter says that he discussed marriage not only with you, as he says, he discussed it with her. And this receipt does say engagement ring. Judgment for the plaintiff, $664. Have a good day.
I still love you, Margaret, and I do want to marry you.
Well, Nathan, you know that's not going to happen because how you do everything, the stuff you do, you know you was talking about what you was talking about.